Hello guys, and hope you're having a great time. In this video, you're going to learn about some basic but important properties of circles and triangles. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Please excuse the quality of the shapes and figures drawn in this video due to some technical problem in the software itself. Information about circles. And now let's get started. Now, firstly, circles are the figures which don't have any sides. So for this proof, we're gonna have to take a look at this diagram, and having a look at this diagram, you must have already gotten a proof that circle don't have any sides, points, vertices, vertexes and whatever. So let's move to the next point quickly. Now as you can see inside the circle, the line which is halfway through the midpoint is called the radius. For a reference again, we're gonna have to take a look at this diagram. Now in this diagram, as you can see, this is a circle and a line drawn in it. But this line is only drawn to the right side of the center point of the circle, and this half line is called the radius. Now again, as you can see inside the circle, the line which is double the radius is called the diameter. Now first let's recall what a radius is. A radius is the line which is drawn halfway through the midpoint, but diameter is the line which is drawn equally to the right side as well as to the left side to the circle from the center point of the circle, and this is called a diameter. Hence we can say that radius is equal to half into diameter. Now as you can see, there is a line which looks like a diameter, but it isn't one because the diameter always passes through the middle of the circle. This line is called the chord. Now this is a chord. Okay, so let's move to the next point. Now as you can see that there is a line drawn outside the circle which is touching the circle through the point of contact, and it's known as a tangent. Now for this, we're gonna refer the diagram again. Now here's a circle and a line drawn, and the circle and the line are touching somewhere, and that point of touching or the meeting is called the point of contact. Now let's move to the next point. Now the question comes, what is a tangent and how many tangents can be drawn to the circle? So the answer is, tangent is nothing but a simple line extended from one point to the other which touches the circle with a point of contact. There can be many tangents that can be drawn to a circle at a time. Let's move to the next point. As you can see over here that there is a line passing from the circle. This line is known as a secant. For this again, we're gonna refer the diagram. So over here there is a circle, and in it there is a line drawn from inside of it. So this line is called a secant. Let's move to the next point quickly. Question number 2. What is a secant? How many secants can be drawn to a circle? Answer is, a secant is nothing but a simple line which passes from inside the circle. There could be many secants drawn to a circle at a time. Let's move to the next point. Okay, so let's recall now. First, circle doesn't have any sides. Second, radius is half of the diameter. Third, circle also has a chord. Fourth, a circle has a tangent, and tangent is a line that goes from outside the circle and touches the circle from the point of contact. Fifth, a circle also has a secant, and secant is a line that passes from inside the circle. Last but not the least, there can be many tangents and secants drawn to a circle at a time. Here we go to the next tour of the basic properties. Now we're gonna learn about triangles, and let's get started to a journey of basic properties of the triangles. So firstly, triangle is a figure which has 3 sides, 3 edges and 3 vertices too. Now as a proof, you can have a look at this diagram, and you can already be proved that there are 3 sides, 3 edges and 3 vertices too in this triangle. Let's move to the next point quickly. Now there are 4 types of triangles. The first is equilateral triangle, second is isosceles triangle, third is scalene triangle, and fourth is the right angle triangle. Now equilateral triangle is the triangle which has all of its sides equal. Second, isosceles triangle is a triangle which has two of its sides equal out of the three. Third, scalene triangle is the triangle which has all its sides unequal. And fourth, right angle triangle is the triangle which has one angle angled at 90 degrees. Let's move to the next point. Now here, based on these four triangles, there are different types of formulae which are applied on every one of them. So the formulae are, for equilateral triangle, the formula is under root 3 by 4 into a square. Now for isosceles triangle and right angle triangle, the formula is half into base into height. And for the scalene triangle, we use Heron's formula, that is under root s in bracket s minus a, s minus b and s minus c as shown. So let's move to the next point. There can be a median drawn to every type of a triangle if given so. The median is nothing but a line which divides the triangle into two halves. Now for this again, we're gonna have to look at the diagram. So this is a triangle and there is a line in between which is dividing the triangle into two halves. So this line is called the median. So let's recall what we have learned. First, triangle is a figure which has three sides, three edges and three vertices. Second, there are four types of triangles namely called as equilateral triangle, scalene triangle, isosceles triangle and right angle triangle. Third is, there are different formulae for the four of them. Equilateral triangle uses under root 3 by 4 into a square. Fifth, isosceles and right angle triangle uses half into base into height. And scalene triangle uses Heron's formula, which is under root s in bracket s minus a, s minus b and s minus c. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.